Hey, this is Jeff Bagwell with Rural Metro Fire Public Information Officer here in Knox County. In today's session of Ask Captain Bagwell, we've got a question from Larry who asked, why do I pay for taxes? Why do I not pay in taxes for fire protection? I live in Knoxville. I live off East Emory Road in Knox County, but I have a Knoxville address. Why do I have Rural Metro Fire Department, and why do I have to pay for that as opposed to being in the city where it comes out of my taxes? Do my taxes in Knox County not cover fire protection? Well, let's talk about this. When you buy a house in Knox County, first of all, your real estate agent and your closing firm, your mortgage investment firm, is supposed to cover with you in your closing documents who is your responding fire department. That's the law, folks. We don't get around that. That is the law. Unfortunately, some of those companies don't talk about that. So that leaves you, the new property owner coming into Knox County, kind of in the dark because you don't know who your fire department is and you don't understand that you have to pay for that service instead of it coming out of your taxes. And a lot of people will go out, the first thing they do when they buy a new home is they get a security system. That security system, maybe mom burned something on the stove, one of the kids burned some popcorn in the microwave, sets off the smoke alarm. You've been in this house for 2 weeks. You don't really know that much about it. All of a sudden, fire trucks show up outside because you have an automated alarm system. And you tell the fire department, hey, everything's good, there's no problem. But the problem is then 3 weeks later, you get a bill that shows up. And you're like, well, what is this? Why do I have this bill? All right, so because of that, we've tried to instill upon the sellers and real estate agents and mortgage groups to inform new property owners coming into Knox County that they have to pay for that service. It's really a choice. You don't have to. Okay, let me back up from what I said. You don't have to pay for that. You can roll the dice. But as we've said in other previous videos that other folks have asked about, if we only could survive on fire fees from responses, we'd stay in business for about a week. And then there would be no fire protection in Knox County. Now, conversely, if you're over in the city, our good friends over at the City of Knoxville Fire Department, they have a huge budget that's paid for through taxes. So if you live in the city, you pay city taxes, and you still live in Knox County, so you pay county taxes for the services that are also delivered by the county. Maybe not the same services, but you're still paying for them. All right, so they have a huge budget that's paid for in their taxes. So when people say, well, I don't have to pay for the fire department in the city. Yeah, you do. You pay big. Your tax rates, whatever it is in Knoxville, I have no idea. But I know the fire department has a nice budget and they do a great job. Don't misunderstand me. They're fine people and do a fantastic job. Some of them have been our friends for years. But they have a tax base. That's where their money comes from. We have to rely on contracts with property owners. That gives you, the property owner, really more choices and more freedoms, which is what we're all about. We want you to understand the pros and the cons, and then you make rational decisions. Having a membership with Rural Metro, as we've said multiple times, is nothing more than an added insurance policy. You have homeowners insurance that covers any kind of a loss. You also have to have fire protection insurance that covers for the fire response fee. And so that's what that is. The average in Knox County, depending on the size, square footage of your house, it's about $400. So $400 a year as opposed to a large bill if you have an event at your house, it's really, really worth it to pay for that. It keeps the fire departments here, and there's a lot of other services we've talked about in other videos that the fire department will do for you as a property owner here in Knox County. So Larry, we hope that answers your questions why your taxes don't cover fire department fees here in Knox County. Again, this is Jeff Bagwell, Public Information Officer for Rural Metro Fire in Knox County. Check us out on social media or subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much.